This is the video show where I like to share tips, tools, and ideas in commercial real estate brokerage around the world. So there are things here that I like to talk about that can help you in your real estate market. So I would encourage you to review the ideas, think about what you're doing, and of course, bring some ideas into your real estate business so you can improve. That is the idea. So in today's program, I'm going to be covering off on 6 agent performance tips. I'll split the slides up into 2 sessions because there's quite a few ideas here that I want to talk about. So take on board these ideas and think about them in your real estate day, your week, your diary, all of that activity. So I'll get on with the topic. And of course, you can check out our further ideas at the website, which is commercial-real-estate-training.com. On with the program. So real estate agent performance. Of course, it varies throughout the year because the property market is also varying throughout the year. That means the consistency that you bring to your market is just so important. The consistency that you bring to your diary, your activities every day, that will help you get somewhere. Without consistency, you really can't get anywhere in brokerage. That is a sad fact, but it's been proven over and over again. So if you're looking for more business, have a serious look at what you're doing every day, what you're not doing every day, and how you can improve your activities. And it does take time, by the way. It doesn't happen overnight. So the things that you do tomorrow are good if they are an improvement on what you did today, but you have to consistently do them. So that is the trick to think about. How can you build consistency into change? How can you form new habits? That's exactly what top agents do. They actually form good habits. They stick to them. They improve them. That's how they proceed. So these particular slides are broken down into 2 sections for you because there's a lot of ideas here to help you when it comes to agent performance. So let's move ahead. So the commercial property market will change throughout the year. And as part of that, every agent, salesperson, broker should have a focus on individual performance, both in commissions and listings. Of course, commissions won't happen without listings, and listings won't happen unless you are engaging with people. That is sort of the link between all of it. So you need that foundation of connecting with people, creating conversations, asking questions, and then helping the client or the customer or the prospect move to the next level. And some people won't be ready to do anything about commercial property for maybe a few months, maybe a few years. Either way, you have to set a valuable impression of your skills, your relevance, and how you can help the particular client or prospect. Commercial real estate is not let's say, an experiment in real estate. It's far stronger. It's very deep. It's far deeper than residential real estate. So commercial property and the brokerage business around that is something that you need to think about and, of course, work with. And I hope these ideas help you with that. So the challenges of the property market, they need to be seen, identified, researched, and then optimized by each agent. Now, it is an individual thing. You can't delegate that activity, which means that as an agent, a broker, you will be busy. And that is okay because the rewards in the industry are substantial. So it is a very personal process for you each day to optimize what you're doing, to see the challenges in your property market and to move on them. So what are the challenges? They could be in sales, they could be in leasing. You might be a tenant's agent, a buyer's agent, a landlord's agent. You can be a mixture of all of those. But ensure that your services are tuned to that particular channel of information. Tuning means being more relevant than the other agents in the location. Sure, there's lots of agents in most towns or cities. Those agents know what to do, perhaps poorly, perhaps at an average level. Now, for you to get anywhere in the market, you actually have to be better than the rest. Now, how can you be better than the rest? You've got to think about that because there are perhaps 5 different ways to improve your real estate business. Firstly, prospecting. Secondly, marketing yourself. Thirdly, listing a property. Fourthly, marketing the property. And fifthly, negotiating to closure. Those 5 things can be tuned and improved. And that's what top agents do. There's no point in being generic in this market because the market is changing. We all know that. So what you do is you take on board the opportunity of a changing market and start to change what you're doing every day so that you're tapping into people. I go back to the point. Commercial real estate is all about engaging with people. That is where the listings are. Engaging with people in a meaningful and relevant way so they remember you, respect you, they engage with you, they trust you. And that only happens through connecting with people. That's the story. Let's go further. So, expect that the property market changes will occur for a variety of reasons, including the economic business changes, shifts in property zoning, of course, and changes with investment sentiment. Now, right now, around the world, in many countries, there's a lot of change going on the property market because people are looking for things, looking to either divest or purchase, change investment portfolios, upgrade, maybe improve their investment portfolio outcomes. Maybe they want to solve a vacancy problem. Maybe they need better tenants. There's so much change going on. That is where you find the business, in the changes of the market today. So top agents in the market will usually thrive when the property market is generally tough and slow. And it's going to be a general market for a couple of years. It's not a booming market anymore in most locations. It's an ordinary market, and that is wonderful because it then allows the top agents of the market to get involved with people, properties, situations, conversations, create all of those things. That is indeed how top agents thrive. Think about what you're doing now. What are you doing that's different to improve your activities with clients, prospects, listings, properties in your location? So top agents take on board all of these things, and then they know how to find the right people with the motivation and the money to act. So some clients are better than others. Always remember that. And some clients you will not want to work for, and that is just fine because some clients will waste your time. In saying that, of course, you've got the differences between open listings and exclusive listings. You cannot and should not have many open listings at all. In fact, you may have none. Some agents take on open listings simply for the fact of having the listing to quote it. And I get that, and that's okay. But most of your business will be built on your skills to convert exclusive listings. It's not rocket science. It's a very definite thing. Exclusivity sits right here. Winning business comes from these two things, and that is how top agents thrive. So if you're struggling in the market right now and you're thinking, well, gee, I wish I had some more listings, or it's hard to get the deals across the line, it is now time to strive, to improve, to be better than the other agents in the location. That's the formula. And who can do that? Only you. That is the secret to getting anywhere in commercial real estate. You have the tools. It is now time to take action. So let's go further with that. A couple of things here which are worth talking about. A quality property will create interest in any property market. So when you list a quality property, you'll get far more inquiry. And the people that come to you will be almost qualified themselves on what they're looking for, be it sales or leasing. A quality property creates quality inquiry. The people that have the money, the capability, the interest, they are ready to do something. They're not struggling to move to somewhere. They have the capability financially, physically to do that. So when you look at that and you think about it, this directly follows. On that basis, focus your efforts with intensity towards the clients and the local quality listings. Now, I say local because you don't want to spread yourself too far. There is no point in spreading yourself way out into very many market segments, locations, too far away. It is just too hard. Break it down, bring it back, work with the things that you can work with. Think local, be specialized, and then get to know everything in that local zone. The buildings that you should be working with, the buildings that you want to work with, the clients, the investors, the business owners, they are all there in that local zone. So when you focus locally, you can find those people, those things, those situations, those challenges. That is the secret to getting anywhere in what you're doing today. So let's go further. The message here is to have a plan. Now, you would say that a plan is important, of course. So a plan allows you to do certain things. It allows you to move ahead. So let's think about the plan that you have today. Is it good? Is it ordinary? Is it very, let's say, average or below average? The agents without a plan always struggle. The best plans of attack or action involve doing certain things every day. That's connecting with certain people at certain times, creating conversations, and repeating the process over and over again. So let's look at the first point. To build your success as a commercial real estate agent, you will need a plan and a process that is actioned every day. I hope you're grasping that idea because it is just so important. Taking that further, those action things will need to be adjusted as the property market changes throughout the year. And guess what? It is changing now, substantially so. There is a lot of money out there in the market waiting to be spent, but the investors who are wanting to buy are a little bit more selective and they won't pay top dollar. They'll try and get a reasonable property for a reasonable price. So the sellers of the market who last year may have been asking ridiculously high prices on very low yields, that's a yield against the passing income and the price that's paid, those sellers now have to learn to adjust. And that's where our skill as agents becomes so important to help those clients, our clients, understand how the market is changing. And if indeed, if they are serious about getting a purchaser to buy the property or to lease the property, either way, it's all about adjustment to the realities of the market today and into the future. I can say quite distinctly and specifically that the next 12 months to 2 years will be an average market in most locations. And that is just okay. Let's get off the booming market and let's get involved with the things that really matter in our location, dealing with genuine people, genuine prices, motivated people, be they tenants or buyers, motivated investors who want to buy, motivated investors who want to solve a leasing problem or sell a property. So how do you work with those people? You have evidence. You show them what's happening. Showing, not just talking about it, but showing. What does that involve? Pictures, graphs, trends, statistics, that sort of thing. Okay. So track and measure the listing activity going on out there, as well as client feedback, of course, and the deal results, because that there will be your comparables to quote at the right time with the right people. When you quote statistics and when you have lists, you can actually prove something. It's very hard for a client to refute actual statistics on a graph. And a graph is far better than just numbers. So, taking that further, work with your strengths and then resolve any weaknesses that you may have as a commercial real estate agent. So, we are all, let's say, business people with strengths and weaknesses. Our strengths are there. You know what your strengths are. I know what my strengths are. But I know I have certain weaknesses. You know you have certain weaknesses. The only way forward to become a top agent in your market is to deal with your weaknesses in some way or form, and then compound your activities, your strengths as a top agent in your location. Maybe that is knowledge. Maybe it's your database, your communication, your list building, your meeting skills, presentation skills, all of that, your marketing skills. They could be your strengths, but somewhere in there will be some weaknesses. Maybe it's prospecting. A lot of agents hate lifting the phone in volume. That is indeed a weakness. So you've got things to think about. I've mentioned a number of things there for you to think about. They are the leverage points in getting somewhere in brokerage today. So in summary here, there are plenty of things to learn in the industry, and on that basis, self-improvement and practice will be a good part of a business strategy for you and for every other agent out there. Practice. That means doing things before you get to the office, when you're sitting in the car, waiting for a meeting, when you've got things to do, but you can fit in some practice. It's maybe dialogue. It's maybe dialogue related, prospecting related, telephone calls, cold calls. Maybe it's negotiating around points of pressure in the market today, because there will be points of pressure, particularly in a changing market. Some buyers don't want to pay a high price, and that's natural. And some sellers don't want to reduce their price. I guess that's natural as well. However, the sellers eventually come to the reality of the market. Everything is cyclical in commercial real estate. It goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. Having been in the industry a long time, as I have, I've probably seen 4 different property cycles, 4 peaks, 4 troughs, and every average in between. That is with office buildings, retail, industrial. So I know this just goes on. The business doesn't disappear. When things change, the market doesn't disappear. When things change, you're still there. But what do? You change with that. You engage with the people. You get to know what the people are thinking. You help them rethink, replan, readjust. Because today, a property sold can always occur because there are buyers out there who are ready to purchase. It's now a matter of conditioning the sellers, of course, and I get that. So this is part 1 of the slide series in this particular agent performance series. So visit our website at commercial-realestate-training.com. Go there and get plenty of ideas because there's always ideas we're loading. But I'll say this for you. If you are interested in these slides and this topic, then at the top of the page on the website, there is an area called show notes. Make sure you subscribe because I load the show notes into that particular pipeline and you will get the show notes every time they are published. They could be PDF reports. They could be slides like this. Either way, you've got things to refer to as a PDF and go back over. So don't forget, commercial-realestate-training.com. Okay, so I've mentioned a lot of things there for you, and I'd like you to look back over those slides that I've been through. There are many ideas that can take you into commercial real estate more deeply, more directly, more efficiently. And that's what the game is all about. It's about efficiency. I think I said in the slides here, I've been in the game a long time, and indeed I have, probably too long. But in saying that, I know that you and I can always improve through practice, specific things that we can do because we have strengths, we have weaknesses, and we have to work with both. The weaknesses are always resolvable through practice. Be prepared to practice. Think about what you're doing and then move ahead. Now, these particular slides, they're part of a few courses that we have online. And of course, if you need more ideas with this sort of thing, by all means, check out our courses at our website, and that will help you see many different things that we help with in sales and leasing activity. So this is John Hyman from Commercial Real Estate Online. I'm signing off for now. I'll catch you again very soon in the next video show, which will be part 2 of these slides. Catch you soon.